This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for April 29, 2025. It's currently April 9, 2025, 11:44 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $548.62 USD. And the shuffle video for the April 29th reading was created on March 27, 2025 at 12:49 p.m. a.m. Eastern Time. So what we're going to cover in this video will be the overall trend direction, chart behavior for the day. We're going to give you the timing to the hour for the day's high, lowest low, and best trades. We're going to give you the sequence of chart events as well, hour by hour sequence of chart events. Now, it's important to remember, especially if you're new, pay attention to this. Sometimes the timing is plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room in some cases. It's usually on point, but there are cases where the timing's plus or minus a little bit. So it's a sequence of chart events that's most important to pay attention to. And for that reason, I do not recommend trading this information on your own. You must have access to our Discord trade alerts and TradingView chart links where people are making serious money, guys. Serious money. Like, it's simple. You just follow along with what I do. I'm up like 500% over the last year in trading. 500% performance. So, with that said, the overall trend and theme for the day, there's two nullified here, and there's two nullified cards and a unicursal hexagram clairvoyant impression while doing this reading. So this is a very tricky day. I would be very careful, guys. You might have risked the previous day opening up a short. If you're kind of like risky, you might have risked opening up a short at a day's high here. But it would have been risky. You might be able to close out of it here at the open, but more likely what you'll want to do for a quick day trade is at the open, in the midst of a decline right around the open, open up a long position and close it for like a scalp there in like the first 10 minutes of trading, probably when we revisit a crest that we recently met, probably a crest from the previous day. But we should see sideways rotation overall, so sidewaysy back and forth kind of behavior. There should be an unexpected move into the high and then sharp behavior that kind of counteracts that move. And the behavior around the lowest low for the day, a move higher out of the low and then a full retracement back down into lows. I'm advised to trade around a decline to and through support. I mean, another support with then some sideways rotation along that second support. So in the pre-market, we have, out of a decline, a huge move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range within a period of volatility there in the pre-market. There should also be a sharp drop that stands out within that period of volatility, taking us into a low right around the open within a period of erratic behavior. And remember, when we're at a lowest low thus far for the day, right around the open, opening up along for a quick scalp. This is a very risky trade, but most likely a quick scalp to revisit crest somewhere in that first half hour. Rally turns over somewhere around 10 o'clock or is halted by a decline through key support back into a trough, probably not a low, but a trough just before 11 o'clock. And then we have a prominent move higher out of that trough into roughly 11:30, and then a full retracement back down into a trough by 12 o'clock, maybe a little bit after. Should be a pretty big move. Hard to kind of gauge which direction, but there should be a pretty big move around the trough there just after 12 o'clock. And we have like this U-shaped dip. So we go from this peak at around 11:30, full retracement, and then probably a big move back into like a peak or multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance between 1 and 2. There's a rally into key resistance between 2 and 3 that we then, when we hit that resistance, break down with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, taking us into a pop and drop in the last hour, and a move higher around the close through key resistance that we stay above that resistance briefly, and then there's a full retracement back down there around the close. Likely significantly higher on the 30th. So most likely what I would do is if you miss this opportunity for the scalp, don't stress. You may have better opportunities to add to the long. So like do a partial long in the morning at a low for the day. If you miss that scalp, because those can be tricky, if you miss that scalp, just add to the long. And you should be able to close out of the long on the 30th. After a significant move to the upside in the pre-market. And we'll look at that in more detail when we do the reading for the 30th. Guys, do not trade this information alone. Get the Discord trade alerts. It's a no-brainer. It's $100 a month. Like, it literally, like, it was just a few days ago, I did, like, literally $3,000 or $4,000 in, like, a week time in profits using an account that didn't even have $5,000 in it. Like, you know, it's not hard to do when you have 26 years of experience and you have the psychology down to a science, and by that I mean you have a strong understanding of abundance mentality and scarcity mentality, because making decisions in either of those two mentalities determines the results of those decisions. It's not the decision, but it's the decision being made within that mentality that creates the result. And you'll see that as I coach in the Discord. So you go to our website, TR for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. The early access subscription just for a few days left, $100 a month, $1,000 for the year, going up probably to double that. It gets you access, the earliest access to any of the public posts coming out on YouTube come out here on this early access Discord channel. Gets you the Discord live trading view, live Discord trade alerts, and that's for day trades and swing trades. A chat channel, ask questions, and it gives you the regularly changing chart link to our live trading view chart, where we actually draw entry and exit, both for day trades, entry, exit, but also for swing trades. And those are the bigger scales, and that would have been in close long, maybe open short, close short. It's it's like game changing advice, guys. Game changing services, like $100 a month, guys. $100 a month. It's absurd. Like if you don't want to pay that, like you probably, I shouldn't say don't want to, but if you can't pay that, you need to find a way to make more money before you start trading. And I say that with a giggle because it sounds funny, but really, guys, like you got to have priorities. When you find systems that work, you will invest your money there, treat it like a business, and that way your business will then bring you returns. Hopefully that makes that. So much love and appreciation to everybody supporting the channel. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.